I'm gonna begin this video with a question. What is Arizona known for? Think reptiles. Think maybe the name of our Arizona Major League Baseball team. I'm talking about diamondbacks, rattlesnakes. This is the Arizona summer. We've already caught one snake on our property that was a gopher snake, which are good snakes because they eat the food that rattlesnakes would normally eat. So we like those, but we do not like rattlesnakes because they're venomous. They will kill us or at least hurt us and our dogs. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about how we are avoiding a snake attack here in Arizona during the Arizona summer. And the very first thing we do is every time we leave one of the doors, we open the doors, we walk out, we look both ways first before we take that first step. Because Peter, that's the name of the gopher snake, was right there. So you're not going to know that there's a snake right there until you look and see once you leave the house. So that is an important step. We look before we step in case there's a snake right there.
And the second thing we do is we try to keep the area here as clean, as clear as possible. As you can see, there's still a little room here where a snake can get, but the less stuff
that you have right up against your house, the less opportunity for a snake to find shade, to find a cozy little nook there between just junk leaning against your house and the house itself. So leave that area as clear as possible to avoid snakes inhabiting there, and so you can also see them if there is a snake there. If there's nothing to hide it, you'll easily be able to pick out that snake.
And similarly, before we have happy hour, we usually have it right here. We will just look underneath this couch before we go anywhere in the truck. We will look underneath the truck in the shade to make sure a little snaky snake isn't trying to avoid the sun in mid-afternoon.
And as you can see behind me, we borrowed a friend of ours' little manual mower, but we also have a new trimmer now that we are trimming back a lot of the grass and the weeds and the brush around the house so we can see the snakes. If they're around and there's high grass, it's going to be really tough to see them. So this is making a big difference. It's making us feel better about letting the dogs roam a little bit more because the grass is lower and we can see if there's any danger there. And likewise, the rocks, the pebbles here, that wasn't just for snake protection, but it's a nice hidden benefit too, because we can see the snakes on top of the gravel very easily. They might blend into the dirt a little bit, especially the grass, but they will stand out generally on the rocks. So that will really help us pick out those snakes.
Another thing we do to avoid the snakes and the heat is we now take the dogs for their morning walk much earlier than we were. I think we were doing it like 8:30 during the winter, and now we're going as early as 6:30. We may even go earlier. Yes, we do, because it's much cooler and the snakes are not out yet, or if they are, they're probably going to be easier to see. They're not going to be in the bushes right around us and stuff like that. So that makes it easier. And while our dogs are great and will not run off on us and we can keep them off leash most of the time, I do not trust that they know what to do with rattlesnakes or that they won't go off without us, because there's a really good smell. So we keep them on leash and we keep them in the center of the road. And that way, we have nothing to worry about. But you don't love being on leash, do you? Patty does. Patty likes the leash. Yes, you do. Now, you may wonder about rattlesnake training. Patty we're not too concerned with because first off, she's deaf and she's getting older and we are always with her. Penny, on the other hand, likes to wander. So we tried to get Penny rattlesnake trained last fall, or I guess it was earlier this spring. Either way, it didn't work so well because Penny, while a big ham for the camera, is actually scared to death of most people and other dogs. And so the surroundings were so scary, she could care less about the rattlesnakes in the rattlesnake training. So we'll probably try again, but I think we'll try doing the individual lesson where they may actually come to us instead of us going to them. But we have to look into finding that. So for now, she's on leash and near us.
This is a snake catcher. The idea is you just grab the snake with a catcher from about 4 feet away, and you can relocate the snake. The problem is rattlesnakes are very territorial. So you can call the fire department and they might come out and relocate it, but sometimes it takes them hours to come out, and we've heard they don't actually relocate, they just kill the snake. So I want to be prepared to do it myself. I also have a firearm with snake shot, otherwise known as bird shot, which are little rounds with all these little pellets. And I keep that on me as we walk around outside to make sure that I can kill a snake if I have to. Like I said, they're very territorial. So if you do try to simply move the snake or relocate the snake, it's probably going to try to get back. So when you see a snake, when you see a venomous snake especially, a lot of times you just have to take care of business. Like I said, we usually have happy hours on this couch. We checked underneath the couch
Before we came out here. Yes.
before we came out here, as we always do. So that was our snake video. I hope you enjoyed it, maybe learned something. If we're forgetting to do something, if we're putting our lives in danger because we don't know quite enough about snakes and what to look for and the things to do, please let us know in the comments. But be nice. Be nice. We've only been out here for like 6 months. Be nice. But tell us.
And the snakes were hibernating for most of that 6 months.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So far, we've only seen our gopher snake, Pete, and one dead baby rattler on the driveway.
Very small baby rattler, like very, very small. And I've been out there looking for rattlesnakes, specifically looking for them, and I haven't found them. So
they're
hopefully
here,
that's a good sign.
But yeah, we're happy if they stay out of our way and we stay out of their way, and everybody be happy together.
That's right. That's right. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Ah, yes, yes.
We've had a few people say they want to see a live happy hour.
A live happy hour with margaritas in hand.
Yeah, we may have to do that. Also, put that in the comments. If you would like to have a live happy hour with us, let us know.
You mean invite them over or on video?
On video, on YouTube.
On video. Oh, okay.
That way everybody could be drinking whatever they like, eating whatever they like at their house, socially distancing, but we can do it together.
That's right. With salsa.
Okay. Look at Patty. Patty just licked her lips. That's why she's right there. Bye, guys.